I know I said last time I was going to show on camera me mining for that ancient debris, but I went ahead and just did it because it was a little bit menial and I was listening to podcasts and stuff while I was doing it anyway, so it's fine. So I have my ancient debris here, a total of 9 ancient debris, 3 scraps, which means I have 12 in total, which would give me enough to fuel up all this diamond armor and make it into netherite, which means I can go back into the surface. So I'm going to do that real quick while I also explain to you the things that I've been doing a little bit off camera because, again, it's that kind of menial task work that doesn't necessarily, matter all that much in the grand scheme of things. My name is Brian Saviano, BricksOBrian. I don't have a thing to smelt this stuff with, so I'm going to go to the smelting area down here. You did end up seeing me renovating the room over here. This is really, really spicy. So I'm just going to make this stuff down here. Where'd all the stuff go? The smelter, the giant grub looking thing, where'd it go? I know where it went. So as I was redoing this room, figured out like what would look good, right? And I thought, well, this can't be exposed right over here. Where should that thing go? It turns out in here was the perfect place to put it. So welcome to the room here that future Brian was telling you about. I am incredibly proud of this, honestly. I think it's the best smelting room that I've ever had, or rather, storage room I've ever had. I think it looks really slick. I don't know what I'm going to do over here, but I think it looks really good. So hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully it's pleasing to look at in some way, shape, or form. This is the only thing over here. Actually, I got to fix this real quick. I got to get some glowstone right in this corner right here, and then it's going to be officially done. Bada bang, bada boom. There we go. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do in the corners over here. I want to do something, maybe some plants or something. We'll see. Something interesting. But yeah, I figured where would be a good place for the smelter. And if you look behind that staircase right there, you're like, ooh, that looks a little spicy. So if you walk right through here, yoink, it actually goes right down into the new smelting area with some magma block accents. We got some deep slate stone bricks all around here looking really spicy. It's not 100% succinct right here, right? It's kind of just placed randomly. It's a bunch of cobble over here, polished deep slate, whatever. I think it adds to the overall vibe of just being a little bit disheveled in a good way, so I don't necessarily mind it that much. So this will be the new permanent home for smelting stuff, which I am super okay with because it's located basically in the area where I would need to grab supplies from anyways. So that's the other thing you got to keep in mind when you're designing stuff in Minecraft is like, all right, well, I'm going to have all my stuff, which is super cool, but I want to have it in places that make sense. And instead of having it be 2 separate locations, it makes sense for at least this right here to be a section within the storage unit right here. And because, this is a 2 wide door, that's really why I got the idea. So it's 2 wide going over here. This whole system down here is 2 wide. Obviously, I could have made it a lot larger if I wanted to, but it just made a lot of sense, So I put it down here. I think it looks really good. Now that I have all these netherite scraps, I can combine that with the gold and do it up that way. So there we go. There's a total of 9 scraps. I really should move that, the forge stuff. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so I'm going to grab this. I probably need another block of gold or so. So let's combine this stuff real quick. So if I'm going to do this real quick, make an anvil, because that's going to actually go probably downstairs or upstairs. I don't really know where it's going to go quite yet. But I want to combine it with these things here, the netherite scraps, as you have seen before. Netherite scraps, that's everything. Right? 3, and I need 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. Just making sure. I'm just making sure. So, another small addition I made was, I told you about the way to the surface over toward this way. That, one shot all the way to the very top right there. So I'm going to grab this here. What else? Oh, I did some tweaking to the lighting over here in the wheat farm. So there were some little itty bitty spots around here. You can kind of see them a little bit where they're not growing 100%. It's because there wasn't enough light right here specifically. So this light being right here should be enough to let this grow a little bit. But as you can see, it's in these very small sections. So by me putting a light right here, this should make it work a little bit better. So you can see it's starting to grow a little bit over here. So there's just small little pockets where it's not growing 100%. Not that clearly it matters because we have a ton of wheat over here and it's totally fine. Same thing goes for the potatoes down here. I don't need to, you know, get every single little spot lit up like right over here, but you can see these 3 right here. Everything else is perfectly grown except those. So it really goes to show what little sections I got to improve upon. Again, doesn't matter because most of the potatoes are totally fine, but, you know, just for the sake of keeping it consistent and good, that's what I want to do. So, where can I, this stuff, I mean, I could put it like up here. Do I really want to do that though? Like, I guess I'll put it up here for now. Smithing table. I mean, this could be the area for all the utility stuff, right? So, for right now, I'll just put it up here. So anyways, we have our helmet. Bada bang, netherite helmet. We got our leggings. Bada bang. We have the chest piece. Bada bang. And now everything is totally restored 100%. I'm looking slick once again, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right. Looking stellar. So there's all that. And I wanted to craft another anvil anyways, because the other one is back at the bookcase area. So after this, I don't know what to do. I mean, I could go find new stuff. I mean, this is the main bulk of what I wanted to show you, because, you know, I could have shown this on camera, but also I was just vibing out to, like I said, podcasts and stuff, because I like doing that, whether it's my podcast or someone else, you know, I like doing that stuff. So, obviously a little lava area for me to throw away stuff. And yeah, all this is here. I mean, I think this looks really good. Hopefully you enjoy the way it looks. I think I did a good job, so hopefully you agree. So, what else can I do right now? What else is like super interesting? Well, an interesting thing I haven't done yet is actually find, well, okay. Well, Slime, hi buddy. A thing I haven't done is go back to the bastion. Now, if I were smart, I would have made this thing over here, which is a respawn anchor, which involves crying obsidian and glowstone. That is how I could have had a restore point, basically, for me in the nether. If I were super smart, I would have done that and then re-enter the bastion and call it a day. But obviously, I did not do that. So, I haven't made one of these in this playthrough. So, I'm going to make 2 of them. Now, if you try to load this up in the overworld, it won't work. So, it works only in the nether. You need glowstone, I believe, to fuel it. So, that's all I really need right there. So, I don't feel like going to a bastion right now because I don't feel like dying again. So, especially with all this stuff, I could upgrade my stuff again, but I don't feel like doing that either. What I do feel like doing is not dealing with this slime right here because he's going to try to get me. I'll show you this direct access way. It basically goes to the jungle biome that I technically originated from. So, I'll show you what that means in a hot second here. And all this netherite armor, you know, I'm going to grab... Okay, sure. I'm going to grab mending for it eventually. Is that something I'm going to do on camera? Off camera? I don't really know. But mending is not an issue, as you know. You've seen the process of me doing that. It works out pretty well. So there you go. What I could do is I could go find some of those monuments that I talked about before that I haven't done in this playthrough specifically, including the mansion. And I have flint and steel, so if I want to set it on fire, I totally can. So let me show you where we're at right now. So this is everything right here. I'm going to equip these elytra. Now, obviously, I'm not in full netherite armor, right? I have the wings on, but for the sake of moving around, this is basically how it's going to have to be. So here's where it looks like basically from the top right here. So that's the entrance to the cave. This is where I was testing out my my tombstone feature here. And then I tried to land on that. Didn't quite work out, but that's all right. And this is where the main vault entrance was over here. So I don't know where the main entrance is going to be. I kind of want it to be over here still, but we'll see where things kind of fall. I did have a little mini area over here. This is where I was gathering a bunch of sheep to get their wool. So yeah, that was a thing as well. So in terms of what I want to do right here, right now, I'm going to look up on Chunk Base, I believe. I'm going to look up and I'm going to see what things are in the area. I'm actually going to show you the map, which will be an overworld map of everything. Not in 100% detail, but you'll see. All right, so welcome to Chunk Base. This allows me to see whatever seed I input right over here, the version of Minecraft, and then all the things in the overworld. So this is where I've started, which is, oh geez, this looks very comprehensive. So I technically started right over here. This is my spawn point, estimated spawn point. That's what they give you. And then it shows you all the things that are around it. So this is a zombie plains village, which that makes sense because the ruined portal that's right near here, then the village is right over toward that way. So this is entirely accurate to what I'm looking for. You can also toggle between all the different things that are around so you can find whatever it is you want to find. So there's a large warm ruin with small cluster. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to eliminate that off the map. Basically, it shows all the villages that are around here, these underwater monuments, or shipwrecks rather. And yeah, underwater monuments like this. So ocean monuments, yeah, that's basically that. So there's desert temples all throughout here. Let's see what else we can find. There's a lot of stuff. There's a mushroom biome over here, so eventually that'll be good for finding mushrooms and bringing them over to the home area. Got to remember where my spawn is. A jungle temple is right nearby. I didn't even see that. Well, I can go explore that jungle temple and show you what that's all about. You already know there's not going to be anything good there, especially nothing good at this woodland mansion that's over at 1700, negative 2100. So I'm going to write that down. Negative, yep, okay, there we go. So I know where that is now, so we're going to go there. That is relatively speaking close by. Illager Outposts, I also have not cleared out at all in any capacity. The Jungle Temple, yep, that's super nearby. Ocean Monuments require a lot more to work with than me just having netherite armor, so I'm not going to deal with that right now. This is a igloo. Okay, so igloos just have like a villager and an illager that you can cure. So nothing too super duper remarkable there. So there's quite a few things that I can go see, and I'm going to show you in this video here just for the sake of doing it, because I haven't done it before. All right, so being back over here in Minecraft, the jungle temple should be somewhere over here in the jungle area. Now, it is raining, so that's not great, but you know, that's going to probably change eventually. Pandas, I should probably bring back with me, or like whatever, at some point. Pumpkins, I'm going to grab. Okay, just going to get hit by that real quick. I'm going to grab a couple pumpkins. I believe I already have pumpkin seeds, but I actually... Oh, never mind, I don't. If that's how you feel. I guess I never had pumpkins, which is great, because now I can actually have them. So, that's kind of surprising. I thought I did, but oh well. Let's see if I can find the jungle temple around here. How's my mending doing? It's not doing great, but it's not doing awful right this second, you know? So if this were basically not at nighttime, this would be so much easier for me to do. I'm basically finding a giant gray structure somewhere among these ruins here, or rather, just somewhere around here, you know? I'm not seeing anything. Is that it? No, it's not it over there. Not over there. Ah, it's like, I didn't look up the actual coordinates of it because I kind of wanted to low-key be surprised. See if I could just find it instead of having the exact coordinates for it. Even though that's exactly what chunk base does, is it finds the exact location of the thing. But anyways, I'm also going to need to get unbreaking on this elytra eventually. Because yeah, I don't want this to pop out on me. I don't want it to totally fall apart. And I mean, luckily, when I had my my little incident there with, you know, in the nether, the elytra didn't get lost. So that was probably the best part of the whole thing. So that's good. There we go, finally. It ended up being daytime and all that. So, not even at full health or anything like that. I had so much stuff. So, okay, what can I ditch out of here? All this, basically. I don't need this stuff, right? It's just kind of here. Yeah, all right. Diorite slabs, yep. That I don't need. That stuff I'll keep. Definitely need that. All right. Gonna get some, you know, chicken equipped as well. So... the temple is right down here. So these temples are nowhere near as interesting as you might think, basically. You would think that there was some really good loot inside of here. They were super uncommon. They're really not. They are filled with kind of tricks occasionally, so you got to be a little bit aware of that. So instead of me having a bucket at my disposal, I should have this, all right? So the thing to look out for is string at the bottom, which you can see right here. So by breaking that right there, it triggers what's basically a tripwire over here, and then these arrows fire at you just like this. They don't really do a whole ton of damage, but they do some damage if you allow them to, right? There's another one right there. That is a Luck of the Sea 3, which is actually super good. So I'm going to grab that. So maybe there's better loot than I expected with these sort of things. Now, this over here is also kind of a puzzle where you're like, oh, which one actually triggers the secret door and all that? You can actually... just kind of bamboozle your way through it by looking right here and grab the chest that's right there. golden horse armor is probably the most valuable thing right there. Clearly, it's this one right here. That's the super secret one. There's all sorts of pistons that work inside of here as well. Sticky pistons, as a matter of fact. Which sticky pistons are more valuable than not. So you want to grab those while you have them. And that's basically it. Because if you go over on this side, there's that other chest. And that's it. That's all that's down here. That's the only thing that's unique here. These blocks right here are like a cobblestone, mossy cobblestone. You can actually make these now. Right here. These ones, yeah, mossy cobblestone by combining cobblestone and vines. Where before, you couldn't actually make them, so they were a lot more valuable. So, not anymore. So, keep that in mind. The next place I can find, I mean, I can find another temple. It's actually kind of sort of nearby. That is at negative 1200, 827, basically. So, I gotta go this way and this way, basically. So, try and find it, I guess. There it is right over there. So I'm running super low on the Elytra, so yeah, unbreaking absolutely has to be a thing. Because yeah, I'm not flying very far at all, especially when I'm used to how far I fly in the Bob SMP. So that'll be something I need to do eventually. And then, with that Luck of the Sea, not only what I can do is equip it to a fishing rod, but also I can fish underground. You don't necessarily need to have a giant open sea like over here in order to make that happen. So that's kind of exciting. I may do that just for the sake of doing it, but yeah, you don't have to. You just need a certain statistically big body of water. So you get that, do this, same thing over here. There is a singular emerald in here. You gotta love that one, right? All right, cool. So this one over here, let's see. That's the one right there. So what is the actual secret compartment here? Is it just, I don't know where the secret compartment is supposed to open up from. Like where you're supposed to be able to find it, but I mean, you can do this. That's cool. There's a saddle inside of there. So, you know, if you've never encountered a saddle before, it's super valuable to have, but again, not a revolutionary thing, you know? So, last time in 101 Things to Do in Minecraft, when I found a Luck of the Sea 3 thing, and I combined that with a fishing rod, it was so overwhelmingly powerful, and it netted me some of the best gear that I've ever seen in my life, basically. So I'm gonna try and attempt to replicate that same luck over here. We'll see what I can do, all right? So if I do this, I should be able... What do I do for a fishing rod? I totally... Nope, not SI. FI, fishing rod. Here we go. It's just some sticks and strings. Well, luckily I got some string, so that works out just fine. These two here, and then I should be able to do... this. Where is it? Where is it? FI. Really? I can't? Why do I not? I have it right here. Hello? There we go. All right. I just didn't have room or whatever. What I can also do is I can actually make an anvil and combine these over here. So you know what I'm going to do? Instead of going all the way back and doing the thing, I'm just going to literally do it right here, right now. The anvil is right here. I don't need that one emerald. I'm totally fine. We'll do this. Toss that down. Bam. This right here, Luck of the Sea 3. And then, oh, I need 6 level ups. So I gotta get some stuff, basically. Refuel my Elytra and do the thing. But luckily, the sun's getting real low. So it works out for me here. All right.